here we go. All right, we're going to start from seated position. I'm still wearing my tennis shoes, as you can see, stepping on my bare foot, on my foot, like no support, not bueno. Todavía, doesn't like it. All right, let's begin from seated. Oh, have your block. We're going to use the block eventually. And, oh, here is my thing. We're going to start from sitting, elevating the hips if we need to, just by sitting on the cushion, or maybe elevating sitting on the block also can be a good idea, just to get those hips a little bit higher. It's hard to sit cross-legged with tennis shoes on. All right, bring the shoulders up to the ears and slowly release it back and down, just like a 2 or 3 more rounds to release any tension. And there is my Jamie. And shoulders up, back and down, and then hands to your thighs and knees, softening elbows and drawing the chin to the chest. So let's have the eyes closed, so the gaze towards the floor. Just bring some attention inward before we begin to move our body, before we begin to be aware of our breath. Just breathing in and out through the nose. I'm trying to have control on the in-breath and out-breath by slowing down in both directions the movement of your breathing. And with your next exhale, the chin goes towards the chest. Hold it there. And just tuck the chin in to feel that gentle stretch in the back of your neck. And slowly lifting the neck in neutral position and lower that to the right ear. Hold it there. Just feel the stretch on the left side of the neck. And drop your left shoulder down. And keep breathing through the nose. And then slowly to the opposite side. Drop the right shoulder down. And feel the breath. And slowly inhale the head back to neutral, returns there, and then turn the chin and look over to your right shoulder, holding position, and keep the chin parallel to the floor. So you should feel the stretch in different muscles on the side of the neck. And then slowly moving to the opposite side and look over your left shoulder. And return the head back through center, full rotation. The chin goes up to the right, exhale to the chest. Inhale, left and up, same direction. Let's warm up the neck first. And going to the opposite direction. And return back to neutral position. Now bring the shoulders up, back and down. Lower your right hand down. Extend the left arm up and over, and flex the right elbow to drop the elbow down, and then have that nice stretch on the left side of the torso. Guide the left elbow back to find that nice opening in the front of the left side of your chest. And then from here, lower your left hand down and have your hands to the both sides of your right knee, and then fall over to your right knee. Chin into the chest. Relax your elbows and shoulders. You can feel here the stretch more and between your rib cage on the left side. And then walk the hands to the center. Walk the hand forward. Relax your forearms, elbows down, and the chin into the chest. The crown of the head is pointing towards the floor. Getting that nice stretch of the neck again. And lifting the head, the chest, neutral position, lower your left hand down, right arm goes out and up, flexing your left elbow and move the spine to the left as you move the right elbow back. So the stretch feels more in the waist down to the outside of the right hip. And you can feel some also in the rib cage. But when we rotate the shoulder, the chest over to your left side, and both hands either side of your left knee, relaxing your elbows and then chin to the chest, the stretch goes more into the upper part of your rib cage. And let's lift the head and the chest, and then walk the hands again through center. Forearms, elbows down, and then the chin goes in, crown of the head pointing towards the floor. So slowly warming up now the torso into a twist and a gentle stretching on the side. Lift the head, lift the chest, and let's move to the twist. Left hand down to your right knee, right hand behind you, look over to your right shoulder. Take a nice inhale, lengthen the spine and rotate the right shoulder more back so you are directing a little bit more the twist towards the right. And then go into the opposite direction, twisting to the left. Right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, look over to your left shoulder, and twisting from the waist up, guiding your left shoulder a little bit more back, so the top of your torso is twisting more. Take a nice inhale and do the twist and back through center. Let's have the feet wider than the hips, and let's then do some windshield wiper movement from side to side. Bringing the sole of the feet together, knees out, holding from the top of the feet. We're going to lift the spine and round the spine, elbows out, chin in. Inhale, neutral spine. Elbows out, round the spine, belly in, chin in. Inhale, lift the chest, neutral spine. Round the spine, belly in, chin in. One more. Inhale, lift the chest, neutral. Round the spine, elbows out, chin in, elbows in, and then slowly back through center. Now slide the feet away from your pelvis, and then bring the hands, arms under your legs, each hand on top of each foot, and the crown of the head pointing towards the feet. This is tortoise pose, and we have a symmetrical stretch both sides of the spine from the neck all the way down to the sacrum, stretching the back of both hips. Use your breath, long and deep, steady and relaxed. And slowly lift the head, lift the chest, neutral neck and neutral spine. Bring the right leg out and the left foot comes to touch the inner part of your right leg. So you press through the back line of your right leg and both hips are even. Right hand below your right knee and left arm goes out to the side and then a little bit into a twist. Look over to your left hand. Take a nice inhale, rotate and bring the left hand to touch your right hand. And then open and twist to the left, look over to your left. And then guide the left hand towards your right hand. Inhale to open and twist. Now we're going to bring the left hand to touch your right hand, fall over to your right thigh, draw the chin to your chest. And just breathe here. Another lateral stretch, and this time left side of the torso. Easy breathing through the nose. Controlled exhale, so no rushing through the breath. And then slowly inhale, lift the head, lift the chest, and switch legs. Right foot comes in, left goes out. So you place your left hand below your knee, and then you twist to the right with the right arm, look over to your right shoulder, and then rotate the chest to bring the right hand to your left. Inhale to twist to the right, and exhale, hand to your left. Two more times. Twisting this torso, the spine, and rotating back through center. One more. Inhale to twist. Now bring the right hand to your left hand. Relax your shoulders, elbows. Draw the chin to your chest and hold in position here. Relax any tension in your shoulders. Asymmetrical stretch again. And inhale, lift the head, the chest, and let's open the right leg out. So just make sure you're sitting on the edge of your blanket or your cushion so you are tilting the pelvis forward, and that keeps your spine nice and long. So hands in front of you, walk the hands forward, relax forearms, elbows, and draw the chin in. Press through the back line of both legs. Nice, easy breathing. Coming to join?
Yeah, I'll get it.
Okay, here, Mark is joining. Here you go. And you're going to need the block as well, Nimor. So with your legs opened, pressing through the back line of the legs, tilting the pelvis forward, and then relax the chin in. And then slowly lift the head, lift the chest, and bring one leg to the front and then the other leg to the front. So again, sitting on the edge of your blanket, so you're tilting the pelvis forward. We're going to have the hands by your knees or your legs, lift the chest, and then walk your hands forward and gently relax the chest over to your thighs. And here, pick up the knees slightly up, and then exhale, press through the back line of the knees. Inhale, flex slightly, and then press and lift and press up, down, two more, lift, press, one last, lift, press, and then relax the spine to Paschimottanasana. Shoulders back and down. Go back to your deep breath. This is a full symmetrical stretch of back line of the legs and the spine. Slowly lift the head, lift the chest, walk your hands to come into neutral position, and then slowly bend the knees, drop the legs to one side, and let's come to lying down in our back. So have your blanket placed so you can protect your neck with your blanket, and have your feet wide as your hips. So the feet are, the heels are under the knees, and just pick up the left foot off the mat and hug the left thigh into your chest. Hold in position there, and then slowly slide the right leg straight to the opposite side of the mat. So your right leg is straight and your left knee is bent towards your left chest. Breathing in and out. Then slowly open your left knee out. Hold in position. So instead of having the knee in line with your left shoulder, your left thigh and knee is like out from the left side of your chest and your torso. Now bring the left thigh again towards the chest, and then with your right hand, it's not a twist yet. So we're just going to guide the the left knee towards the right shoulder. So it's not a twist. Both hips stays down. It's a gentle stretch of your IT band there. We're still warming up the body, so be gentle here and then return so the knee is in line with your left shoulder. Now extend your left leg up to the sky and holding from the hamstring or from the back of your calf muscle. Use your breath. And then slowly flex your left knee and release it down. Now hug your right thigh into the chest. And then when you get there, straighten your left leg all the way to the front of the mat. Holding position with the right knee bent. Deep breath. Now grab your right knee with your right hand and gently open out to the side. So just enough so you can feel that groin getting open and stretch. Relax your right foot. Bring the right knee in line with your right shoulder. Now place your left hand on your right knee and guide the right knee towards the chest. Again, it's not a twist. Your right hip stays down. And then slowly release. So bring both knees now into the chest, and let's do some Apanasana. Straighten the elbows, guide the thighs away, and then bring the thighs in. Just moving in and out. And then guide the thighs away. Keep the big toes touching. Open the knees out and hold it there. Big toes touching. The feet are off the mat. And I forgot to do one thing on the right leg, the intense stretch. So we're going to bring both legs together. Extend the left leg all the way down towards the floor and extend the right leg up to the sky. Holding from the hamstring or the back of the calf muscle on the right side. So I skip that part and we need to do both sides. Breathe through this. And then bring the left leg up. So both legs are up to the sky. Rotating the ankles in one direction. Wow. Going into the opposite direction. Flexing and pointing, flexing and pointing, flex and point. Slowly open the legs out. And just, you can use the hands outside of your legs to support if you don't have a control of the muscle of your hips or the inner thighs to have both legs open in place. You can use the support of the hands if you need to. And then from here, flex both knees, sole of the feet together, lower the feet down in Supta Baddha Konasana. Arms out to the side, relax the inner thighs, the groin, the hips muscles. And just breathe. Slowly, thighs and knees come together. Walk the feet the width of your mat and just shorten your psoas as you have the thighs in and the knees together. So with the knees bent, your knees are bent. Yes, and the feet are wide as your mat and the knees are together. Now we're going to open the knees and let's do some windshield wiper movement. Let's welcome some movement in those hips. Moving from side to side. And then slowly back through center. Let's roll over to one side. I'm going to go on my left side and I'm going to do the clamshell to mobilize the hip joints. So Buddha pose. So have your feet together, knees together. We're going to begin from there and we're going to open the knee out and then knees together. Inhale, open and exhale, close. The movement originates from the hip joint. So inhale and exhale at your own rhythm. Good. And then bring the thighs closer to your chest. With your peace fingers, hook your big toes and then slowly extend the legs up to the sky. Just bring that foot closer to say to the head and just a different kind of stretch here. And release, bend the knees and slowly hands to the floor, press to come to the opposite side. In my case, I'm going on my right side, Buddha pose. So use the hands to support your head, knees bent, feet together. We're going to begin with the clamshell. Left knee goes up and exhale together. Inhale up and close, up and close. Keep your feet together. Just the knee moves up. Just, yes, good. Couple more rounds. Moving that hip joint. And then slowly bring the thighs close to your chest. Peace finger to hook your big toe and straighten the leg up to the sky. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. hand, flex, release, both palms to the floor to press, and let's find our way to tabletop position. So have your blanket here to protect your kneecaps, and let's have the knees wide as your yoga mat and the big toes touching. So we're going to move forward and back from tabletop, sinking the hips to the heels, and then back through center. And exhale to the hips and back through center. Now we're going to move to the hips and hold it there. Sink the hips down, forearms, elbows down, and rest your forehead down towards the floor, towards the block, or through your hands. But don't hold your head in the air. With the knees wide open like this and the big toes touching, we're going to move to the right. Left hand on top of your right hand, relax forearms, elbows down. And just stretch again the left side of the torso. And moving slowly to the opposite side. Keep the knees wide open. And gently return back to tabletop. So press to table, bring the right knee under your right hip, left knee under your left hip. Tuck the toes under, gently press, move the hips back to stretch the toes, the arches of the feet, a little bit of Achilles tendon, and then slowly back to table. Release the top of the feet flat on the mat. Inhale, extend your left leg up. That's just flex your left knee and step forward to stretch iliopsoas. So your right knee moves back. Let's have both hands to your left thigh and then arms out and up. Grab your right wrist with your left hand and then move the spine to the left. Keep moving the pelvis and the hips to the front. Slowly return back to center, both hands to your left side, elbows in, and moving again, pelvis and hips more to the front of your mat. Relax any tension in your shoulders. And just breathe as you lift from the front of your chest. Nice, easy breathing. And then lower hands down. Left knee comes to meet your right knee. And then tabletop. Extend the right leg back and up. Flex the right knee, step forward, and then the left knee moves back. First, have your hands to your right thigh to just find your balance there. And then the pelvis and the hips are moving to the front. When you get there, arms overhead, grab your left wrist with your right hand. And as you exhale, the spine moves to the right. Just watch your breath. And keep moving your hips and the pelvis to the front of the mat. And slowly return the spine to neutral, both hands down to your right thigh, and keep pushing with the hips and the pelvis to the front. Use your breath here. Lower both hands down, bring the right knee to meet your left knee, and let's all move to Balasana, child's pose. Relax any tension there. Back to table. Like tucking the toes under, press downward dog, press through the heels, chin to your chest. Breathing in and out. There's external rotation of the shoulders, so your shoulders should be backing down. Take a nice inhale from downward dog, lower the knees down to tabletop position. Lift the chest, extend the right arm forward, your left leg goes back, and hold in position here. Engage the core, don't drop the neck. Keep your left leg super strong and active. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. Lower the right hand down, left knee down, tuck the toes under. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward dog. Heels towards the floor, chin to your chest, crown of the head pointing towards the mat. Take a nice inhale, heels up, knees down to tabletop position. Engage the core, neutral neck. Extend the right leg back, left arm by your left ear. Hold and breathe. Left hand down, right knee down, round the spine like an angry cat and drop the hips to the heels. Welcome to Balasana, child's pose again. Moving back to tabletop position. Now, walk your left hand slightly forward, right hand slightly forward, and then move the hips back, but not into child's pose. Just lengthening the spine, stretching the shoulders. So don't drop the hips all the way down to the heels. So just keep the sit bones up and just have your arms forward to get that nice stretch there. And the armpits, the back of the shoulders, front of the shoulders, the chest. Take a nice inhale, back through center, elbows down, forearms down, tuck the toes under, dolphin pose. Lift the hips, crown of the head towards the floor, and just keep guiding those heels towards the mat. Hold in position. Breathe here. Heel, knees down. Separate the hands, palms down, right hand under right shoulder, left hand under the left. Tuck the toes under, press downward dog, and then walk your hands towards your feet, and we are in the back of the mat. So take your blanket from your mat and just have the feet wide as your hips holding from the opposite elbows. Just use your gravity here to create space in between each vertebrae. You can bend one knee at a time, swing the spine, the legs if you like. And then releasing the hands down slowly, round the spine, heavy arms, heavy head, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart center. Welcome to Samastiti, equal standing pose. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling out through the nose. Breath control. And lower the hands down by your hips. Inhale, arms out and up. Exhale, swan dive. Fall forward, hands down towards the floor. Nod your head yes, and shake your head no. With the next inhale, the hands coming in below your knees and halfway up, flattening the upper spine, shoulders back and down. And exhale to fall forward all the way down. Now bring the arms out to the side in T position and halfway up. And exhale all the way down. Now bring the arms forward by your ears. Come halfway up, palms facing to each other. Exhale, fall forward all the way down. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Rounding the spine, heavy arms, heavy head. Come all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down. Repeat this whole sequence again. Arms out and up. Swan dive, fall forward. Nice long spine, hands down towards the floor. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Now bring the hands below your knees and move the shoulders back, flat back. And exhale to fall forward all the way down. Engage the core, arms to the side in T position. Move the arms and the spine halfway up. And exhale, fall forward all the way down, Uttanasana. Now arms forward by your ears, palms facing to each other. Engage the core halfway up. And exhale all the way down and rounding the spine. Heavy arms, heavy head, come all the way up. Shoulders up, back and down. One last round. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Belly in, pull. And exhale, fall forward, swan dive. Nod your head yes. And shake your head no. Inhale, come halfway up. Move the shoulders back. Exhale, fall forward all the way down. Relax the spine. Engage the core. Arms out to the side in T position. Lift the chest halfway up. And exhale, fall forward. Relax your neck. Now forward, arms by your ears. Lift the chest halfway up. And exhale all the way down. Heavy arms, heavy head. Come all the way up to standing. Shoulders up, back and down. Hands to the heart center. Back to your breath. Take a nice inhale. Flex the knee, move the hips back and twist to the left into the chair pose with a twist. Look over to your left shoulder. And do the twist. Inhale, return back through center, arms up. Hands to the heart, flex the knee, move the hips back, twist to the right, look over to your right shoulder. Inhale and do the twist back through center. Now lower the hands down by your hips and hold in position. Lift the chest, shoulders back and down. Engage the core. You have to be able to see your toes. So if you have your knees forward, you have to move the hips back. And so work on those muscles in the back of the legs. Inhale, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, swan dive, fall forward. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. Rounding the spine, come all the way up to standing, shoulders up, back and down, hands to the heart. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, chair pose, twist to the left, look over to left shoulder. Inhale and do the twist, straighten the legs. Inhale. Exhale, flex and twist to the right. Inhale and do the twist. Release arms up and down by your hips, bend the knees and lower your chair pose. Lift the chest, work on that engagement of the muscles of the back and the belly. Take a nice inhale, straighten the legs, arms overhead, swan dive, fall forward, nod your head yes, shake your head no. Rounding the spine all the way up to standing. One last round, hands to the heart. Take a nice inhale. Exhale, flex and twist to the left. Look over to left shoulder. And do the twist. Inhale. Exhale, flex and twist to the right. And do the twist back through center. Arms up and overhead. Release the hands down by your hips. Bend the knees. Fall into your chair pose. Ardha Utkatasana. Lift the chest, activate the muscles. Take a nice inhale, straighten the legs, arms overhead, and exhale, swan dive. Nod your head yes. Shake your head no. And then walk your hands to the front of the mat to downward dog. Take a nice inhale. Then move the chest forward, lower the knees down. Let's all come to child's pose. Relax and breathe. And slowly, let's find a way to table. And move the knees slightly back because we're going to go down through Chaturanga Dandasana. So you flex your elbows, you lower slowly the chest, the belly, the legs. Make your pillows with your hands. Rest your forehead there, elbows out, and take a break. Have your legs, your feet wide as your mat. Keep your forehead down, press through the pelvis and the hips, activate the glutes muscles and the lower back to lift the feet up, if you can, the knees up too, and exhale down. Inhale up and exhale down. Inhale up and lower. Inhale up and down. Two more. Inhale, lift and lower. One last. Lift, engage, and hold it there. Inhale and exhale. Keep holding, keep activating lower back muscles, the glutes. Take a nice inhale. Slowly lower the feet down and then relax again. Relax and wiggle the hips, wiggle your lower back. Just some movement there. Now have your arms down by your side, forehead towards the floor. With the next inhale, lift the head, lift the chest up, look down, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift the head, the chest, shoulders up, and exhale down. Activate those muscles on the back. Inhale, lift, and exhale, lower. Inhale, up and down. Two more. Inhale, lift and down. Last one. Inhale up and hands under the chest, the shoulders. Bend the knees, knees wide, soles of the feet touching. Press to lift, lower the feet. Child's pose with wide knees. Relax your lower back, your muscles of the back, and just take a break here. Lift the head, lift the chest, bring one knee to meet the other one, swing the legs to the front. Let's have the blanket again to protect our heads and necks. And we're going to begin from the front of the mat. So from here, rounding the spine, engage the core slowly, lay your spine down towards the mat. Take a moment. Now let's work with arm, neck movement, and at the same time, we're moving up and down on bridge pose. So with the next inhale, we come into bridge. The right arm goes overhead and we look over to your left shoulder. That's what the inhale when you lift into the bridge. You lift the bridge, you go up, and then you lower the bridge down, you lower the hand down, and the head comes to neutral position. Inhale, lift the head, pelvis into the bridge, left arm over, look over to right shoulder. Return the head to neutral, lower the spine down, lower the hand down. Now both arms up and overhead. Lift the bridge, come high into the bridge. And exhale, lower the bridge down, lower the hands, arms down. Now coming to bridge, the right arm goes up and over it. Look over to your left shoulder. Head back to neutral, arm down, spine down. Inhale, coming to bridge, left arm go overhead, look over to your right shoulder. Head to neutral, lower arm down, spine down. Now both arms overhead, lift into high bridge. Exhale, lower your bridge, lower your arms down. One more time, the whole thing. Coming to bridge, right arm goes up and overhead, look over to your left shoulder. Lower the arm down, rotate the head to neutral, lower your bridge down. Inhale, coming to bridge, left arm overhead, look over to your right shoulder. Rotate the head to neutral, arm down, spine down. Now both arms up and overhead, lift and hold into your bridge. Hold and keep lifting through the pelvis. Engage those muscles on the lower back, middle back, the glutes, the muscles of the hips to keep holding the bridge high. Don't hold the breath. And slowly lower the bridge one vertebra at a time. Feet off the mat, hug yourself and stretch your lumbar spine. You can rock from side to side if you want to give yourself a massage. That's good too. It's hot here. And then slowly back through center. Lower the feet down. Let's cross your left leg over your right leg. Not figure four yet. Just cross it. Reach with both hands to grab your shin of your left leg. And then just guide the right thigh closer to your chest. You should feel the stretch on the outside of your right hip. And then lower the left foot down. Now figure four. Right foot on top of your left thigh, holding from the shin or the hamstring with both hands of your left leg. Hold and breathe. Now extend your left leg all the way to the front, or right foot on top of your left thigh, left hand outside of your right knee, right arm in T. Let's twist the right leg to the left. Now is a twist. Slowly and do the twist. Return back through center. And then let's just have your right foot touching the inner thigh of your left leg and then open the right knee out. It's like a tree pose, but you are lying down on your back and try to relax your inner thigh, the groin, and the pelvic floor here. Yes, you just have your right, yeah, open all the way. So make sure that you're not holding tension in the glutes on the right side. And then slowly the right knee comes up. Flex your left knee and then cross your left leg over to your right thigh, holding the shins with both hands and guide your left thigh closer to the chest. Good. Now lower the right foot down and let's do IT band stretch, figure 4. You can hold from the hamstring or the shin of your right leg and just breathe there. All right, extend the right leg to the front. Place your left foot above your right knee. Right hand outside of your left knee, left arm in T. Let's twist to the right. Your left knee comes to the right. We're twisting now. With your right leg straight. Your right leg is straight. Nope. Yeah, left foot on top of your right thigh.
Yeah, I did it the other way.
Okay, the other way. Okay. And do slowly return back to neutral. Keep your right leg straight. Place the left knee is bent and you're touching the inner thigh of your right leg with your left foot. Relax the glutes on your left side. Soften the inner thigh and the groin. And then slowly bring the left knee up. Flex your right knee, grab your block, and let's place the block on level 1. So with the knees bent, with the feet wide as your hips, we're going to lift the bridge and place the block right on your sacrum. Okay, from here, let's bring the legs up to the sky and flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, flex and point, rotating again the ankles in one direction, going into the opposite direction. Then flex both knees and then lower the feet down with the feet together, open the knees out. Supta Baddha Konasana with the support of the block. Again, notice if you're holding tension in your glutes and muscle of your hips and relax that. Relax your pelvic floor, the hips, the pelvis. Now extend the right leg to the right corner of the mat, turn the right foot out, and then the left leg to the left corner. So have both feet turn out, and that is the iliopsoas releasing. And slowly flex one knee at a time. Placing the feet wide as your hips. Pick up the pelvis and the hips to remove the block from underneath you. Lower your spine down, 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 and full happy baby. Stretch your lower back. Release the feet, bring the arms out into position. Have your knees bent with the heels in line with your knees and knees in line with your hips. So we're going to twist to the left, lower both legs to one side, lift the head and look over to right shoulder. Just a passive twist where we're holding in position. As you breathe through the nose. And open the arms in T again and bring both legs through center. And as you exhale, twist to the opposite side to hold and breathe. Release and return both legs back through center. Lower the feet down with the knees bent. Lift the spine to align your spine nicely here. And then slowly lower all the way down. Feet off the mat, hug yourself and make circles in one direction with both knees. Give yourself a massage there in your lower back as you make circles. And going into the opposite direction. Let's come into our last butterfly pose, feet together, knees out, arms out in position, palm facing up. Again, soften any tension in your glutes, hip muscles, inner thighs, pelvic floor. And just breathe through the abdominal area. And slowly bring the thighs and the knees together. Walk the feet wide as your mat. And let's do some windshield wiper movement there with the knees bent. Rocking the head, going in the opposite direction where the legs are going. And return slowly back through center. Now straighten both legs, turn the feet out, bring the arms overhead and reach through the fingertips, pointed toes. Take a nice inhale and exhale, relax the arms down somewhere in between your hips and shoulders, making adjustment in between your shoulder blades, the back of the shoulders. Make adjustment on the back of the hips, the glutes, the sacrum. Take a deep inhale through the nose and side out. And again. One more. Close your lips. Soften any tension in the muscles of your face, your jaw. Relax the muscle of your shoulder, your arms, your fingers, your hands, your chest. Relax your rib cage, your abdominal muscles. Soften the hips, lower back, pelvic floor. Relax your glutes, thighs, hamstrings. Release the knees, the calf muscles and ankles. Relax your feet and your toes. And allow your body to sink down towards the mat deeper and deeper. And allow yourself to come into a full and deep rest. And slowly begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your toes and your fingers, moving your ankles and your wrists. And bring the legs together, pointed toes, bring the arms again overhead to lengthen the spine. One more time, take a deep inhale. And exhale, flex both knees, hug yourself and stretch your lower back. Rock from side to side here again. Slowly roll over to one side, holding position on that fetal position on one side, like extension of your lying down. Just hold it there. And then slowly make your way up to seated position. Doing slowly. Finding that neutral spine, gently engaging the muscles of the core. No tension in your shoulders or elbows, soft muscles of the face. And just rest your tongue down to the base of your mouth. And with the next inhale, lift the chin up to the sky. Slowly exhale through the nose and lower the chin to the chest. And inhale to open. And exhale to lower at your own rhythm, please. Keep moving your head and neck with the breath. And then lower the chin to the chest and slowly rock your head from side to side. Return the neck and head to neutral. Lift the head, chin parallel to the floor. And go inward as you watch your inhales and exhales moving. You can focus on below your navel, your abdominal area. You try to slow the breath down as much as you can. Bringing the hands close to your heart center, Anjali Mudra. And taking the moment to feel the body and to notice the state of the mind. Just if you can, try to take it easy the rest of the evening. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. May you have peaceful, loving, sweet thoughts to keep cultivating in our minds and our hearts. May you have sweet, loving, peaceful words to keep offering. And may our actions always be inspired by love, sweetness, peace, and compassion. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I thank you all very much for being here today, practicing yoga. Namaskaram. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.